Welcome back to the channel. Can you tell when God has shifted you into a new season, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, or even physically? Because let's be honest, God is always doing something new. But if we don't recognize the signs, we might miss it. In this video, we're talking about how to know when you have entered into a new season. Let's begin. First, let's talk about signs that you have entered into a new season. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 says, "To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven." That means your life is not random. You were chosen for such a time as this. It moves in divine rhythm. One clue that you have stepped into a new season is when what used to work suddenly doesn't work anymore. Remember Elijah? In 1 Kings chapter 17, God tells Elijah to go to the brook Cherith and promises to feed him there with the ravens. It worked until the brook dried up. God was not punishing Elijah, nor did he abandon him. It was a signal to move on. Sometimes God dries up an old source to push you into the next place of provision. If your brook is drying or has dried up, your job, your relationship, your friends, it means that God has a new assignment waiting for you. Your old season has ended. When the seasons change, so do the instructions. God often gives new instructions in a new season. Remember Joshua? After the death of Moses, God tells Joshua in Joshua chapter 1 verse 2, "Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore arise, go over this Jordan." That was a shift. For 40 years the Israelites followed Moses as their leader, but now God is saying, "You, Joshua, will be the leader. Time to cross into the promise." Moses had fulfilled his assignment, now it's your turn. New seasons often come with new strategies. The way you fought in your last battle won't win the next one. It requires new instructions. Pay attention to fresh nudges from the Holy Spirit, such as new prayers. Maybe you changed the way you used to pray, new connections and new vision. That's not random, that's directions. If you are feeling restless in your spirit, that might be another clue that you have entered into a new season. In Genesis 12, God tells Abram, "Go from your country to a land I will show you." Notice, God did not give Abram specific information about the land he was about to enter. Neither did he give him a map. All he said was to go. Sometimes, God stirs you before he settles you. You may feel uncomfortable in places you used to love. That's not always a bad thing. It could be your spirit sensing that your current environment no longer satisfies your needs or matches your assignments. Have you ever felt like something is missing, even when everything looks fine on the outside? That's often a sign it's time to pack up your tent. Like Abraham, God is calling you to make a move even when you lack all the answers. Your new season may be confirmed through others. Let's take a look at David. In 1 Samuel 16, the prophet Samuel anointed David king, though he was still a shepherd. David didn't crown himself. God sent confirmation through Samuel. Sometimes people around you will see the shift before you do. They'll probably say something like, "You've changed," or "I feel like God is doing something in you." Don't ignore it or brush that person off. God often speaks through wise counsel, spiritual mentors and leaders, and even unexpected voices to affirm your next move. Just pray about it. So here is a recap of how to know when you have entered into a new season. 1. The old ways stop working. 2. You get new instructions from God. 3. You feel a sense of restlessness. 4. Others start to confirm the shift. The good news is that God never changes, but his methods do. So don't fear the shift, embrace it. Your next season might be your best season yet. If you have been blessed by this video, please like, share, and drop a comment below. What season do you feel you're in right now? Be blessed. Remember, knowledge is a blessing from above. You must nurture it to the fullest. Let's walk by faith and not by sight.